Hey guys, Jeanille Bonterre here with you, and we are one-on-one with Nasir Jones in New York City on the East Coast, helping the kids and the families who are suffering so desperately from HIV and the lack of HIV awareness that is spread throughout Harlem, throughout the entire New York region really, and Nas has been at the forefront of really educating people as to how they can really live better lives. So Nas, let's get straight to it. You have always been a spokesperson for not just people who are suffering because of oppression and poverty, you've been a spokesperson for Black people all over the world. What does it mean now to be in this powerful position of being able to give back to your community?
The music that I make is like, it kind of says a lot of different things. It's like sometimes a lot of it's really blunt, a lot of it is street, a lot of it just has different messages all the time. And outside of music is the man, and the man has to take on things differently than I can do in music. In music, I can say whatever. As a person, being back around where we grew up at is everything. You know what I mean? It's beyond the music stuff. It's about me as a person. So coming here and seeing my people in this situation, it gives me it teaches me the reality, that's happening to our people. You know what I mean? It teaches me. You can read about it, you can hear about it, but to see it and be with the people, it does something else to me. So I do whatever I can, man, anytime I can.
Now, there feels like there's a new bond and new awareness of Caribbean people here in the U.S. since the events that happened in Haiti earlier on this year. How do you think we could really deepen that relationship and broaden that connect between Africans that are placed in America and Africans that have been placed in the Caribbean? How do we come together and really make our community a stronger force to handle our issues?
Got to erase the self-hate. We got to get rid of the bleach. Stop bleaching yourselves to destroying your skin. You're already born naturally beautiful. I think it's a sin to bleach yourself. We got to get over self-hatred, because you hate yourself. It's nothing for you to kill the next man, because when you see him, you see yourself. It's a cycle of trickery, and it's a genocide thing that's happening to people of color, and can't separate it. You can't say, I'm from Jamaica, you're from Haiti, I'm from this, I'm from that. We're not together. The homeland is Africa, but we're far from there. So we have to start now. We can't wait for a savior. Every one of us, it's up to every one of us. So to the guys in politics, killing off the main guy so that they can be in. And there's a puppet master that's running everything. And they watch as we was wither away year after year, generation after generation. If we don't say, let's stop it now, the murder, killing, the ignorance, it's just going to keep going and keep going and keep going. So everybody has to understand, we're a family. This is a family. No one's better than the other. And stop letting money and greed be the reason for your ways to, power corrupts. You give one of us some power and we think we hot, but yet there's somebody that's really in charge. When I was in Kingston, I would go to Turks and Caicos. There's a guy in the front that looks like me, but whoever's the guy really running the show is not from Turks and Caicos. It's not from Jamaica. And that's fine, because it's big business, man. You know what I mean? And we're at the bottom of it. That's all. And then we're killing each other over scraps. So it's a long conversation.
Definitely.
Anytime I start talking,
Okay, so real quick, one of the most powerful experiences you've had so far being on tour with Damian Marley. Can you name one?
Just being all the way around the world and people just really getting what we're doing. I just was every night. Every night was huge. Every night was big. Every night you got to see hip hop, reggae, and then us doing our album together on stage. So every night was a big moment.
Any words of advice or wisdom you can offer to families struggling with HIV right now?
It's like Maria Davis said, man, put God first. Prayer. There's power in prayer, and you have to just keep the fight. You have to keep the fight, and just know that there's people out here that love you and that are willing to help.
Yeah. You had a very brave moment where you stepped out and you let the record label know who you are as an artist and where you wanted to take your career. I had the privilege of reading that email. I got to tell you, it inspired me and lots of us in the industry in the Caribbean to do just that, to not be afraid, to say, you know what, we count too. Our audiences count. Our craft is serious. We're not out there trying to do it and not be able to prosper throughout our community. What did it take for you to get to that point, to be able to stand up for yourself and your rights as an artist?
I think I learned through just growing as a man, and outside of music. Again, outside of music, that's who I am. I mean, the music business can take someone from the hood and make them the biggest thing in the world. So that's the good thing about it. Bad thing about it is the music business is the most blood-sucking dragon, one of the most blood-sucking dragons that ever existed. And when you look at a lot of artists who died broke, but yet generated millions of dollars for heartless, cold, shrewd businessmen who did them dirty. My letter was the least I could say. I actually took it easy because I spoke to about men that I actually do have some love for. But, you know, this business could easily tomorrow turn to an artist-driven business. I just said what I had to say, you know, hoping to make some change with that.
Change is in you and it's in all of us. Thank you so much, Nas. Keep up the good work. We look forward to part 2 of Distance Relatives. Whenever you're ready for your Distance Sisters, link me up, all right?
We'll do that, definitely.
All right, that's Nasir Jones for JeanilleBonterre.com.
What's up, y'all? This is Nas, representing for my girl, JeanilleBonterre.com. Make sure y'all check the website out. Yeah.